Thank you for dropping by. As there's more and more exposure on the internet with and more contact or availability of us private investigators, I just kind of wanted to read one of the fun emails that we get on occasion. A little wackadoo over here for you. My name is blank. I believe I'm a descendant of Cesar Chavez of the Chavez Ravine heritage. I called FBI on Facebook and was arrested for the first time. I never wanted to play any sports in Southern California. I put on a sheriff uniform and threw a ball down the middle and saw white and got hit in the head and home run but I didn't have no bruise. But then someone stopped me and I grabbed my hand and said, "Don't pray to me." All this started because of Kurt Gibson's home run. And 9 months later, I was born. Do you have any lawyer you could recommend? Because I got my eyes poked out. Then in Dodger Stadium, I was waved into the right field and have proof of that day. Because then I was called, "Hi, Sultan of Sultan," in a store by an employee, and been locked up and have had an FBI number. I'm sorry, that's very serious. And in California State Bear, not Bar, California State Bear. But I might be known as Captain America. This sick family doesn't leave me alone, and I would like to put them behind bars. My name and address is such and such. I was baptized with 3 David by the city of Bassett in Southern California. That's for real, folks. This is what we got right here. Anyhow, just kind of thought it'd be a little fun for you to kind of see what we get. Here's another one by someone that I've scratched out their name entirely. I inquired about a business. Unfortunately, I didn't hear from that person. I believe there's some sort of meddling involved in this, and I would like to have this investigated. There may be other people involved as well. Please note, the individuals might use informants from other sources. If so, I request you disregard it, since I feel it is a violation of my privacy, and I believe it is a form of identity theft. I shit you not, folks. You can't make this stuff up. One of my favorite emails is a chain of like 57 emails in total. I don't know why I responded to this person, and then it just kept going from there. It was just too good to be true. I couldn't stop myself. So, a little backstory. I just get an email out of the blue. This guy had a couple vehicles he needed repossessed. So what does he do? He sends me some handwritten contract and a demand for me and several other investigators locally to go pick up these vehicles. And on the back end, he was going to pay us $50,000 cash, and then bless us for life and give us a red pickup truck, I think it was. So it starts out with, order is made. Your website terms of service and hold harmless are all agreed there and shall not be a problem. These authorizations are made! Exclamation mark. A couple comments later. Your company is under the law. You excuse yourself only into hell and destruction. You're under the law as a liar, as your company already agreed. I don't curse you. You're already cursed. The truth is, you can't profit. That's why you won't. Couple comments later, aka, "Hey, nut job, asshole, blah, blah, blah." And then he closes out with, "You'll be dead soon. Forever, you're lying again. Slander to me does nothing. Yet, that's under the law. Police will shoot you on the site if they go after you. You could have had 50,000 plus a truck, and you're destroyed by every letter and word." Seriously. Here. That's them. I got a couple others. My favorite topic of all. Stalking. Stalking. Stalkers. Gang stalking. Stalking. So this poor gal writes me. Basically, she came back and forth from a couple cities. She had been stalked since 2015. It all starts with her place being broken into. and then she moves back to another city. They then stalk her on the daily. By the way, she drives well over 100 miles a day, and this team of persons follows her every day on that route. First off, I drive a lot. I don't know who the hell drives like 100 miles a day, like one way to X city to X city. That's like pretty crazy in itself, let alone being followed the entire time. She then kicks it up a notch. She starts following the followers and like confronts them. And so sadly, with all that like gang stalking and being buffaloed, I never even heard of buffaloed. I had to like Google that. Apparently it's like kind of a similar form of gang stalking. So I wrote the poor gal back and I told her, like I was worried about her. I think she should see a doctor. I was afraid for her mental health. And also sadly, like we've attempted to work some of these cases for some people and it never goes well for the simple fact that they're not being stalked. A, that's kind of a tough hurdle to come over. And B, it's impossible to find out who's stalking them when every single car on the street or passerbys is stalking them. So here's her like final email to me, which is like a painful blow. I know when someone states that they're being stalked, it is always assumed that they might be mentally ill. Well, this is not applicable in this stalking harassment nonsense I am being put through. In this case, in case I had any mental issues, I would be able to know. And most of all, my doctor would be the first person to point it out to me. It is very wrong to base someone's mental health status on assumptions, taking into account that you're not a psychiatrist nor have any knowledge on mental health. I do not take this kindly. It is more like an insult. We have never met. How can you base your assessment about my mental health on our email exchange? This is quite absurd and very unethical. I will not be engaging you in your services. I'll seek elsewhere. So anyhow, I just thought you guys would get a kick out of it. A couple more emails. Loads of fun. But with that said, I'm going to come out with a video next about what not to say to a private investigator when you make that call or email. And I'm possibly going to follow that up with what to say when you engage a private investigator. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you had a little fun and be happy, healthy, and take your meds.